Welcome to this Gravity weighted blanket review. So this review is very much complementary to our more in-depth review on trailandkill.com, which goes into the features of this and kind of the materials, what it's made of. But we wanted to create this video for you to give you an idea or more of a demonstration of what the blanket's actually like, and so that we could share our thoughts and experiences using it and whether it actually works. Because sometimes it's very difficult to get that across in just text. So yes, we're going to create this video for you right now. So the first really obvious thing then is that it's a weighted blanket. These are the single ones and they weigh 15 pounds, but how heavy is that? I mean, you don't really know until you get one in your hands what it's like to feel a weighted blanket, because you just haven't experienced that before. It's usually feathers or some kind of synthetic material inside. So let me just pick this up. I mean, it's weighty. It's definitely an interesting experience. It's heavy.
Thank you.
What do you think? I mean, it's super heavy, and it's quite funny trying to wrap this blanket around you, because it's like, it's
it takes you by surprise, because you know it's a weighted blanket, but then you're like, oh, it's heavy.
So anyway, why would you want a weighted blanket? What's it for? What are the benefits? Because this one here costs
$250.
$250. That's quite a lot for a blanket. But it's not just any blanket, it's a weighted blanket. And there are benefits that come with that, and that's kind of scientifically been proven, hasn't it?
Yeah, they've done a lot of studies on them. So why would you want a heated blanket? Should we go through that?
It's not heated, it's weighted.
Oh yes, although it kind of is heated.
But we'll go into that in more detail in a minute. So why would you want a weighted blanket, Helen?
Well, they've been proven to really help people who are perhaps struggling to relax and calm down at the end of the day, as well as people who may be kind of suffering from conditions that could include things like anxiety. It's not necessarily going to solve those problems, but people do find them helpful and therapeutic. So it's like a therapeutic aid, I think is probably the best way of describing it. And why is that?
Yeah, how would you describe your experience using it?
Yeah.
Because we've both been using it. There's another one here, which is the original, if you can just grab that. So this is, get it off.
It's okay, it's not that weak, it's okay.
It's not that heavy. So this is a different material. It's not a heated blanket per se, but you will get quite warm because of the material. It's kind of, would you say it's suede-y?
Yeah, it's synthetic, but it's kind of fleecy, suede-y. It's really soft, feels amazing. This one, on the other hand, this is the cooling gravity blanket.
And I prefer this one personally. This is the one I tested first, whilst Helen was testing this one. I get quite hot when I'm sleeping at night, so I like this cooling one. It was actually really nice. And by the way, I wasn't using my usual duvet when I was testing it. I was literally just using this as my duvet. And that was perfect. I was warm enough, but I wasn't overheating, and I was getting the benefits of the weightedness of the blanket.
Yeah, whereas this one, I find this one pretty warm. So I also prefer the cooling one if you're going to sleep under it. So you don't necessarily have to use it for sleeping, although a lot of people do. I think we're sitting on the sofa, obviously, right now. If you just want to relax at the end of the day and enjoy the experience of what they call the deep pressure therapy of these blankets, then either one will work. And actually, for a cold winter, especially if you live somewhere cold, this one's really nice, and I think it looks nice too.
Yeah. So what was your experience actually using it when you slept with it overnight? Did you feel like it helped you sleep better?
I do, especially with the cooling one. I think the feeling for me was really like it held me in place. So if you've got a tendency to be a bit restless when you're trying to get to sleep, or even when you're sleeping and sometimes that wakes you up, it helped reduce the amount of tossing and turning I was doing. So because I wasn't doing that, I slept for longer, and I track my sleep on my watch, and it said that I'd had more deep sleep on the nights that I used it. So I'm continuing to use this on nights. As long as it doesn't get too hot here in California, then I'll probably be using this quite regularly.
Yeah, and we have two cats here. They tend to like to get under the duvet on my side, which kind of disturbs my sleep. They find it difficult to get underneath this weighted blanket, which is good because I wouldn't want them under there for safety reasons. But I actually got a bit better sleep because they weren't pestering me to try and get under this weighted blanket. And they were just sleeping on top, giving me extra weight, which I really didn't appreciate. But yeah, I found sleeping in this really nice as well. I strangely felt kind of more comforted and like I wasn't moving around as much whilst I was asleep. I just felt a little bit more renewed when I woke up. And of course I track my sleep as well on my Garmin, so that data was there. And we share that with you in our in-depth review as well. So you can definitely go check that out if you want to see the data behind our experience and reasoning. And the link to go check that out is up here. I'll also put it in the description as well, so you can go read that and get more insights into the weighted blanket from Gravity. So in conclusion then, is the Gravity weighted blanket worth your $250? Is it worth your money? Well, personally for me, I really enjoyed it. I'm not using it every night, but if I feel like I need to be calmed a little bit more, need that comfort, then it is really nice. And we have used it a little bit more often on the sofa as well. So not just sleeping with it, it's just nice to have a weighted blanket on you. It's hard to describe, it just feels very comforting, doesn't it?
It does.
And would you say it's worth $250 for you?
Yeah, I think if you find that you would enjoy and appreciate the benefits that these blankets have to offer, then it's definitely worth investing in. There's so many sleep aids and products out there designed to help you sleep better and get more rest. And let's face it, getting more sleep is super important to your well-being overall. So anything that's natural that can really help you with that is a great thing. And I would just say that, if I was going to compare between the original Gravity blanket, which I said before really feels nice, looks great, and this cooling heated blanket that's got a much cooler cover to it, then I would go for the cooling every time. They're the same price. Both of them, you can remove the cover and wash the cover in the machine. So if you do sleep under it, obviously you want to change and wash your bedding. That's important to know.
It's a nice zip here, so you can just unzip it.
Really well made.
And the actual weighted part of a blanket is this thing inside. The cover is just a really nice addition that gives it the cooling properties and makes it look nice and gives it that nice quality feel. Well, I really hope you found this video side of our Gravity weighted blanket review helpful.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.